Today we're going to be covering information security. We will be going over information security goals, risks, threats, and defense, and doing an overall overview. What is information security? We've talked a lot about it throughout this course, and we've learned a lot of information, but overall security and information security covers a variety of concepts that include preventing unauthorized access, modification, and deletion of information, knowledge, and facts. Goals of information security: prevention, detection, response. Prevention, trying to prevent viruses, hackers, and all those occurrences from happening in the first place. Detection, which includes identifying the assets under attack and why they occurred and by who. And response, which is obviously how are we going to handle the threat now that it's happened, and how are we going to get rid of the security issue. For types of threats, there's two different kinds. You have your unintentional and your intentional. Your unintentional threats include human error, environmental hazards, computer failures, and your intentional threats are hackers or crackers or anyone who is trying to steal unauthorized data from your system. We're going to cover intentional threats first, the first one being computer crime. This is when unauthorized use, access, modification, and destruction of hardware, software, data, or network uses are used. That was really wordy, but essentially it's someone taking unauthorized information. Hacking is the next one. Hacking is the takeage or usage of network computer systems. Hackers can monitor emails, web server access, file transfer. They can really do a variety of things to intrude your system and take your data. Cyber threat, that involves unauthorized network entry and taking and altering people's private information or business information. The last two we'll talk about is unauthorized use at work and software piracy. Taking unauthorized software, copying it, and selling it. That's more of a piracy issue. And unauthorized use at work, that can range from doing private consulting or personal files or even playing video games to unauthorized use of the internet and company networks. Here's a few more intentional threats. This includes taking intellectual property or even dealing with a virus or a worm that's going to infect your computer in order to shut down your system. Unintentional threats, this would be a natural disaster, any kind of disaster, of fire, floods, hurricanes, essentially anything that can destroy the actual hardware and software programming that you have. A blackout or a brownout, that's the loss of electricity, that's the voltage of power decreases and short interruptions happen in the flow of power. But you also have vandalisms where people come in and destroy your computer systems. There's different types of defense strategies that you can have. Here's a few of them: encryptions, firewall, email monitoring, virus defense or antivirus software, backing up your files, security monitors. And then there's always a business recovery plan, which is a plan that you guys create who is being hacked or has a security issue in order to resolve that security issue. Here's a 9-step program or guide to help a business recover their security or even their information sometimes. First one, commit to the plan. You got to establish a committee to go and follow the plan. You have to perform risk assessments and impacts analysis. You have to prioritize your recovery needs. You have to select a recovery plan, select vendors, develop and implement the plan, test the plan, and continuously test and evaluate. I don't really know if all of these steps are important, but overall, you have to go in order. You have to figure out who's hacking, who is the security risk, what you can do to recover your information, and how you're going to go about doing it. Pretty plain and simple. Here's some of the references we used throughout our project. Feel free to read these websites and these books. They're valuable and very informative.